Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about saving a lot of money really fast. Now, this was a requested video. Several of you asked how we did it when I said that we saved up for a new roof in 6 months. We're getting a metal roof put on sometime in the next few weeks when all the rain stops. And we are paying cash for that, and we saved up the bulk of that money over the course of a 6-month period. Dog driving by, don't you bark at me. We were able to scrape about $1,000 average each month into savings. I pointed that out to Jason last night and he was floored. I don't think he realized the magnitude of that, of we who struggled for so long, who wondered how we were going to pay our bills. We were able to set this goal and obtain it. And so I want to encourage all of you who feel maybe stuck in your situation that you're not always going to be there, and that you can do this. You can get out of debt and you can build lofty savings goals. All right, number 1, set a weekly or paycheck savings goal. We get paid once a week at our house. Our paychecks come in once a week. And so every week we set aside a little bit of money to go into a separate savings account. And boy, let me tell you, adding that money every week, while it is hard to, move it out of your checking account and into the savings account, it's hard to have less money to work with when you see your savings get bigger. It feels like an adrenaline rush. This is what runners must feel like, but I don't run. And that's why I have a big butt. Number 2, we focused on the areas where we could cut. And for us, that was entertainment and grocery. Now, our entertainment budget isn't huge. We have a little bit of money set aside every week to go rent a movie or take the kids somewhere, to the train museum. Well, the train museum's free, but to the zoo or wherever. We have a little bit of an entertainment budget. We just didn't utilize that for a few months. We got our movies from the library and we found ways to have fun free at home and just hang out. Another thing, we cut our grocery budget back a little bit. It was just really bare bones. Of course, this was during the spring and the summer when our garden was at its fullest, and a lot of you I know don't have gardens, so that's not something you can rely on, but we had a lot of scrambled eggs for our chickens and a lot of cucumbers, and you'd think that would get old, but it didn't. But we also did a lot of eat from the pantry challenges, so that helped a lot too. Number 3, we went on 2 spending freezes, one in May, one in September. That showed us where we were wasteful and where we could save extra. Number 4, we sold a lot of crap. We got rid of half of our stuff when we moved into this house, so I didn't think that we had a lot to sell, but we did. A lot of clothes that I just wasn't feeling anymore, and these were a lot of things that I had gotten either really inexpensively at the thrift store or free from places like Twice and Schoola, so really it was basically pure profit. Also sold a lot of the boys' clothes that they had outgrown, things that didn't have a lot of sentimental value to me but were higher name brands. And then just some random things that we had, books, movies, and broken cell phones. You would be shocked at the amount of money people are willing to pay for a broken cell phone. A iPhone 4 with a shattered screen. Who's gonna buy that? Some sucker on eBay. Number 5, I increased my income. So as you guys know, I'm a small business owner. I own a little marketing company, I also blog, and I really worked to increase my income during that period of time. I reached out to my clients and I said, hey, I'm offering some new services if you're interested. I also opened up a referral program where if they referred me to a new client and that client did business with me, they would get a 10% discount, and so they referred people my way. I also, I mentioned this in my last video, my blog has really grown and become the largest portion of my business. And so I really sought out more sponsorships, but sponsorships that were in keeping with my message. And so that was great. It was also a lot of work, but I enjoyed it. Number 6, cut household spending. So one of the things I did was I really looked at where I could control our household spending. So our utilities, our groceries, which I already talked about, and then things like personal care items, diapers, toiletries. Look for lots of ways to cut our electric costs, and I will do a separate video on that if you guys are interested. Also our water, I was able to bring our water bill down a lot, so that was awesome too. And of course, as the season changed and our garden started to die off, we were using less water then too. Also looked at, where I could cut money as far as like personal care items or other things like coffee, toilet paper, and diapers. You'd be amazed at how much money your family spends on coffee, toilet paper, and diapers. So one of the things that I did was I worked really hard to earn Amazon gift cards on places like Swag Bucks and also through the Amazon affiliate program. And that way I was able to cut a lot of money from our monthly expenses by having coffee, diapers, toilet paper, shampoo, soap, toothpaste, toothbrushes, those kinds of things paid for with that. So it wasn't coming out of our budget. So by doing these things, setting weekly goals, increasing our income, that was definitely the biggest. You know, cutting our expenses, cutting entertainment. By doing those things, we were able to scrape this money together. And it was hard. It was a lot of sitting at home and doing nothing. But it's definitely going to be worth it when we have a non-leaky roof. Okay, so leave me a comment below and tell me what are some of your tips for building up a savings fund fast. I would love to know. Leave me a comment below. Bye. One of the other things, there's a tractor. What is up with my road today? Dogs and tractors, dogs and tractors. It's like get a muffler. I live on the loudest road in Alabama.